Hi friends, welcome to yet another video. In this video, we are going to look into the video format as well as frames per second, FPS. So before going to the topic, this is actually into the basics, and those who are familiar with this skills is not for you. This is mainly intended to the beginners. So actually, what is NTSC? NTSC means the National Television Standard Committee, and commenced in 1954. Actually, they are from the honors of the accumulated televisions. This NTSC format actually records picture in 24 frames per second, and not 24 frames per second means it's not exactly 24 frames per second, but it has got some decimal values, that is 23.97 exactly. And this format actually is the baseline for any movie content. And now you can see any videos, especially in Blu-rays, DVD, etc. It uses the same format. The NTSC format is usually made up of 525 interlaced lines of digital communication. And the second one is PAL, PAL. PAL is phase alternating line, and this has got a 625 interlaced communication display lines, and it is being displayed at 25 frames per second. Third one is a CCAM. CCAM is a sequential color and memory. Sequential color and memory is also used in countries like USSR and some part of Europe. Actually, this is another format of color that has been used certain part of the countries. Actually, each and every country has got its own regional code. So, if you buy a DVD player, Blu-ray player, or any video visual communication system from any of these countries, and this you cannot override the regional code of a particular country. There may be a region A, region B, region C written on the disc or systems that you have purchased. Frame per second denotes the frame rate. Actually, the video that I am recording in front of you is 24 frames per second. Actually, 24 images of series of still images are taken from the digital camera and then combined into a movie file. So actually, talking the 24 frames per second means we got a lot of images, a combination of images, so that after playing it into the using some editing softwares, we can make the 24 images into a convertible movie file. So normally in India we use this 24 frames per second as a baseline, and from here we can add to additional 24 frames to make it a 50 frames or 60 frames. You increase the frame rates, we can get a good resolution. We can increase the resolution of the image and make the movies even more rich. If you take a 60 frames per second, we can again reduce the or downsample that file using some editing softwares and make it so smooth and silky, so that we can see the smooth slow motion action in front of our eyes. Same as in the case the better images can be made from 120 frames per second as well. So if we go for 240 frames per second, we can take a super action and make it slower. Even the miracle of this camera, especially the digital camera, the invention of the digital camera has made a lot of possibilities for a lot of cinematographers as well as videographers to make experiment of what they can and what they need to, especially using this kind of similar techniques. If you are taking a frame rate of 24 frames per second, if you are actually recording 24 frames per second, you should have to take a note that we need to increase the shutter speed actually. If you are taking 24 frames per second, you should double the shutter speed, that is 1 by 50. Again, if you want to take a 60 frames per second, you should again need to double the shutter speed, that is 120. Actually, there is no 120 frames per second in our digital cameras, only 125 is available, so we need to use that 125 shutter speed. The silky slow motion effect is not present in the eyes while we record. We are just seeing the normal videos only. But later, when we edit it in the editing software, we can convert, we can reduce the speed or just modify it to a 24 frames per second. Then we can see that slow motion movement. You watch these videos and feel the difference of different frame rates, starting from 24 frames per second, also to 60 frames per second. you guys you like my videos, please like, give me a subscription. By subscribing my channel you can get the updates of all my new videos and you also get notified. Take care, bye.